Okay, Wheel Life Cycling here, guys. I want to give you guys a review on two tires right now I want to talk about. The first one is Continental, let's see, a Gator. Okay, so on a rear tire, 700 by 23, I got 1,878 miles. And then my second tire, which was a Continental, I got 3329. Okay, so I got 3329 on the Continental. Okay, so I'm kind of pleased on that, but can't beat this new deal. I went to REI, and you know, guys, I know it's a different kind of tire, but I picked up this Serfas Seca. Okay, and this one is a 700 by 28, 130 psi max Survivor Series, they call it. Now, I'm showing here from the window. The tread is, you know, it's just like a Conti tire, but the rubber is a hard black rubber, okay? And is exactly what it is, okay? And it's a wide tire, being 28, so you have to be careful on the rear stays and whether or not the tire will fit your bicycle, okay? But I couldn't beat this deal from REI, so I picked it up. The tire talks about information here. It has record EPS layer. First, I can't read that. EPS layer, casing. 2 layers of flat protection. System unsurpassed flat resistance. The ultimate training tire. Okay. I don't know about the ultimate training tire, but I've been using this tire now for a couple of weeks, and it's wearing okay. I mean, it really is. It's fine. But you know, it is a heavier tire. Definitely not made for racing. And I'm doing a lot of training right now, so I picked this tire up. 2 tires. REI was discounting these tires because I guess they were gonna get rid of the tires, right? And I picked them up for $9 a piece. You can't beat $9 for a tire at all. So, you know, I'm looking online right now, and this tire, they have folding tires by Serfas, and they're like $55. This is crazy, right? eBay shows them. This is Amazon shows them foldable tires for like 40 bucks. Guys, I paid $9 a piece, okay? I'm pretty happy with my choice of $9 a piece. And for, you know, putting, right here, I'm just checking my miles again. But putting that kind of miles, I'm doing about 240 miles a week. It's not a lot of miles compared to a lot of people. But, I mean, a Continental is a nice tire. There's no doubt about it. But it's also an expensive tire. I mean, it's $60 a tire, right? $50, $60 a tire. And tire mileage, the first time around was 1,878 miles. Almost, you know, short of, I couldn't have gotten more than that because it's split. I've been noticing that the Conti tire, it wears completely flat, okay? Completely flat. And of course, there's little holes that are indented in the mold when they molded the tire. That's your wear line. It's like the tire bar on a tire. when that wears down to that tire bar that goes across a car tire, there's a series of little bars. When your tire wears to that, it's time to replace them, okay? The same thing with a bicycle tire. It has holes that are impregnated, a couple of those in the mold, and that is where the tire, if you bring it down to that, you should replace your tire. And at 1878, 1900 miles, I got, I'm looking at this now. So one tire way back is 1878. Then I got 1971s on another tire, 1907. So 2,000 miles more or less on a tire. And what happened in both times, the tire basically, it kind of like splits and delaminates from the inner fibers, right? Which is dangerous. So I'd be awfully careful. The other tire that I put on there after that, it looks like I got 3,000 miles. I'm not sure if that's very accurate, but I think it's accurate. But I have now put in the information so I know when I replace it exactly how many miles I put on the tires, right? So I put the total miles. For example, from my computer, so 6,000 miles, and at 8,000 miles, I should be able to, change it. I'll be changing it about 8,000, so I'll watch my tire, because I'm at 7,000 now, 7,000 miles since the beginning of the year, which is not a whole lot, and the reason being is that where I live here in the high desert, we have crazy temperatures, guys. We have high winds and smoke from California, so I didn't really bicycle outdoors for a month, at least a month. So I'd be upwards right now around 10,000 miles, for probably finishing up, 11,000 miles for the year. I mean that's not a bad, miles, but, compared to like Nielsen Paulus, my goodness, this guy is putting on, my gosh, he's putting on like 27,000 miles a year or something like that. It's absolutely crazy. Let's find him right here. Nielsen Paulus. So far, so this year he put on 17,000 miles. So, that's quite a few miles. And like I said, I'd be about, and I'm 65, so, and I'm retired, so all I do is bicycle, right? And I wish I could have bicycled when it was, smoky and windy, but just couldn't do it. I do bicycle all year round, even in the wintertime. Depending on the weather, on the wind, and how much snow or rain is out there. Okay, so anyways, surface tire. And by the way, guys, if you're on Strava, you can look up Nielsen Paulus. Just type in his name, Sepp Kuss, for example, and all these other guys. You can see, their statistics, and you can see how many miles. He's put on for the year, right? So, all my buddies my age have put on about 7,000. The same thing as I, same thing as I do. Matter of fact, the guy who I ride with just took the Florida State Championship, and I haven't rode for him for about a year, but he just took the Florida State Championship in his age division, and he's up to 7,000 miles, 7,100 for the year. And he goes from California and back to Florida, and he can ride all year long, and it's not too bad, right? So lucky guys. But anyways, that's a little what's going on here at Wheel Life Cycling. I did 60 miles yesterday. See, I did a 12-mile hike Saturday. Sunday I did 60 miles. I had a headwind. I only averaged like 18.5 miles an hour. Not, it's not great. It's okay. I'm okay for my age. I was actually on track to do 50 miles at 20 miles an hour. And bang, headwind at mile 46, I think it was. So that's discouraging. It really is. I hate, but by living up here in the high desert, our wind on these mountain ranges come from all directions. It could change. I mean, in a matter of minutes, you could get it, from a north wind to an east wind. It's insane. So, anyways, the Serfas tire I got for $9 a piece. I'm happy with that. It looks like I'll give you an update on the Serfas tires. Seca Serfas tires, $9 a piece. REI, can't go wrong. I will let you know. I hope they make 2,000 miles. And if anybody out there has a good tire, they want, they can get a lot. You get a lot of miles on. And by the way, it all depends on your bicycle and what you weigh, right? So I'm at 186, 185, depending on how far I ride each day. It could down to 179, 180. And then, 2,000 miles out of a tire, if you think that's not good, let me know what tire you're using. Now, another thing I want to tell you about this Serfas tire. When you're riding bicycles, a lot of times, well, my area anyways, on the freeway, sides of the freeways, we get trailer trucks and cars who lose their tire, and there's cables inside of a tire, and that cable breaks up and gets run over, and it puts out a tiny little wire. And an 1/8 of an inch wire will go into a tire and give you a flat, like in a heartbeat. And when you're out on the road, for me, I don't use tire flat or anything like that or anything. I'm an old school guy. And at the present time anyways, and I put a tube, and I carry 3 tubes and 3 canisters of CO2. And I take a little cuticle scissors, I carry those with me, so when I do get a flat, I make sure slowly to go inside the tire to see what gave me that flat, right? So if I get a piece of glass, I have to be very careful, very slow. If I get a thorn or a piece of wire, and I take my little cuticle pliers, because if you get a wire in that tire, guys, and you're out on that road and you get tubes, it's not easy to pull that out, okay? With your teeth or your fingers, and it's hard to see. So I got my cuticle pliers, and I just grab that really softly and pull those wires out, piece of glass or a thorn, and they work really well. They work better than tweezers. So that's what I carry. My my tube bag. I carry that. So this Serfas tire the other day got a thorn and a wire in the tire. And I made it all the way back home, 30 miles, and I don't know where I got it. Okay, I have no clue. But when I got home, the next morning, yesterday morning, I checked my tire in the morning, and I had a flat. And this is exactly what I found. I took it out, I found the wire and a thorn, so. And I reuse my tubes. I'm a kind of a thrifty kind of guy. I will go like 5 patches, and the cement I bought is an industrial cement I bought on Amazon. Extremely good rubber bonding cement, not the kind that you get in the little kits. Okay, that's no good. So I got a high-end commercial grade that the tire shops use, glue. And I use a little round patch, a little black with orange. I forget the name of them. Patches, and I go up to like 5 patches, and then I throw the tube away. But I reuse them over and over. Check my own flats, and and I repair them. Save money. So that's a little bit what I do here at Wheel Life Cycling, guys, and that's a little bit about the Surface tire and Continental. And I think in a couple days I'm going to talk about winter riding and winter gloves and some winter socks and what I do to stay warm in the winter, and it really works good. But before you go out buying something, I had bought some ASOS winter gloves, guys. They didn't hold up. They're no better than buying a regular winter glove that you can buy at a sports store. But with that being said, right now there's some gloves I got on my Amazon cart, okay, and they're 99 bucks. So I'm gonna give them a try. Castelli Extremo glove. So I am going to purchase that. Actually, I'm going to purchase that right now while we're talking before I keep forgetting. And because the ASOS glove that I have is falling apart. So shipping and handling, it's the way it is on batteries. I bought some 2032 3-volt lithium batteries, guys. It's cheaper to buy the lithium batteries online than it is getting the lithium batteries in the store. So if you got a computer, heart monitor, and the like, I'm recommended you to buy these lithium batteries when you can online. Hell of a lot cheaper. You can get a 10-pack for like $6. Yeah, pretty good deal actually. So, anyways, I will talk to you about the Extremo gloves real soon. Thanks for watching Wheel Life Cycling, guys. Have a safe ride. God bless.